USA, America's favorite cable network.
Well, I'm up in the middle of the night by myself. Nobody here. If you are here, let me know, but I don't think there's anybody here. I see no one in the chat. A couple people might have stopped in. Good to see everyone. If you're hitting the replay on this, but I've got some stuff over here I'm going to open and check out and just kind of chit chat, talk, maybe get some stuff done in here. Not a lot to do. Hey, All Music Fan 88, what's going on? What's going on, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out in the middle of the night, see if any insomniacs are up. I got home from work and sat in my chair watching YouTube and went to sleep. And now I can't sleep. I've got a couple of boxes over here, and I haven't opened them yet. I want to get into them. Hey, what's going on, Eldor? Good to see you, man. Glad you stopped in. I was hanging out with Reploid Bill just a little bit ago, but I was going to try to get him to come in, but I don't think he's going to be able to make it. He's got to get up early in the morning, he said. Talking to Sir Clifton earlier, he was laying in the bed, couldn't sleep, but I think he's laying in the bed. So laying in the bed means don't come on the show. But yeah, I'm gonna open these two boxes here and get into them. As a matter of fact, I do have the toy cam available over here. I might see if I can fire that sucker up. There we go. And yeah. Pimp Daddy, he's still hanging out over there, so he'll do his thing. But I got this first box here. I'm going to open it up, and then I'll get the figure out. I want to see what's in here. Let's see. Eldor says, I'm working on smoothing over my 3D printed Skeletor viewing table ready for my Snake Mountain. Ooh, cool. That sounds cool. Yeah, I've got one of those too, but mine wasn't 3D printed. Mine was actually sculpted by somebody. And I think you guys have seen it before. And I've got a bone throne too that's a whole lot bigger than the one that came in the Snake Mountain, and it actually fits the Origins figures a lot better. Let's see what I've got here. Okay. I've got Hulk Hogan. And let's see. Make sure there's not anything else in here. Could be good. I've got T-Law. The cartoon version of T-Law, as a matter of fact. I've been wanting to get her ever since I saw how well the figure looks. Eldor says, yes, I'm just filling in the 3D printed gaps and lines with my epoxy paste. Okay. Oh yes, I got him too last week. I found two of Hulk at my Walmart. Yeah, my Walmart, last time I looked, the only thing they had was some Mick Foley's Mankind figures. I'm not really interested in that. I've got plenty of them over here right now, so Anyway, oh, nice. T-Law. I want that figure bad too. Yeah. Hollywood Hogan. Nope, that's not Hollywood Hogan. Hollywood Hogan is NWO Hogan with the black all on his face and all mean looking. That is that's Hero Hulk right there. That's our good guy Hulk right there. If there ever was one, take your vitamins and stuff, drink your milk. All right, the next is something I wanted to buy just to check out the scale on it, because I've actually got a much better Batmobile than this in my collection. It's the one that Mattel produced back when they were doing the 66 line a long time ago. And that Batmobile is a whole lot bigger than this one, but this is the McFarlane Batmobile. I got it straight from McFarlane Toys, so. But I have a feeling that it will scale better with Superpower, so I went ahead and bought it. So let me get it out of here. Make sure there's not anything else hiding in here. Alright, here it is. There we go. And I've got 4 cardboard to remove out of my house. I'm going to take it into the next room. Cardboard. Get it out of my way. And I'm going to take the Batmobile out of this package. But I got to figure out how to get it out of the package first. And I'm not too interested in saving this packing, so I don't really care. But I need to see how it's in here. What is holding it down in there is what I want to know. I don't think I'm just going to bust this package. It's just going to be I'm not going to save it or anything, so why should I care? Alright, so it's attached on the bottom like that. That's going in the trash. So I've got to snip these zip ties off of there, and then it should come right on loose. That's a nice Batmobile for Superpower size. I think it is. I'm going to find out here in a minute. Snap these zip ties off first without harming myself. There we go. And do you guys save these little things here? I mean, they look like they could be used for something. I know I'm a pack rat. I shouldn't be, but it's a sign of hoarding when you save stupid stuff like that, I think. But I can't bear to throw them away. Cobweb collector, what's going on, man? I'm glad you showed up. Alright, there's that Batmobile. Let's get it down there in the screen there. Hello, peoples. Toy Mama, hey Christina, good to see you. Alright, and so I've got some more trash to take into the other room. So when I get up in the brisk, cold, early morning, I will have something to take to the trash can. So I went to the Superpowers closet. And I got my Batman case out here. And I'm going to get out, I guess, Superpowers Batman and Robin. And which one should I get out? Should I get out the colorful one or the muted color one? I think I'm going to get the colorful one out. Alright. So I'll put them there. Set this case here aside for a moment. So let's look at the scale. We'll set them up beside it first and see how they look. We'll bring the camera down some. There we go. See how those are going to look. Yeah, it's good to see everybody that's in the chat tonight. I'm glad you guys decided to join me. I don't know how long I'm going to stay up, but I wanted to just pop on for a little bit and have some fun. And let's see if I can put these guys in there and see how they scale inside the car. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Destro fall. Get up there, Destro. Get your sunglasses back on. Get your pimp hat back on. Pimp Daddy Destro. Get your pimp hat back on. Now, alright, let's see. I think that they look real sharp in that car. I think that they actually scale much better in that car than the figures that were meant to go in that car. Ready to go to sleep. Yeah, I was too, but I can't sleep because I've slept all afternoon long. Yeah, they fit in there pretty darn good, I think. So yeah, let me turn the car around. You can see them inside the car. They look pretty sharp in there, personally. I mean, that kind of just, I think that's the right scale. Let me know what you guys think. You think that's the right scale? I do. I mean, I think it's the right scale. That was a failing on McFarlane's fault. He made the car, he scaled the car too small. But it was a happy serendipity for those of us who wanted to have a classic Batmobile for our superpowers. Yeah, they do look great, don't they? They look pretty good. And of course, they scale with that Batcave playset as well. So, I mean, that I'm kind of glad I purchased that now. I don't understand why. I do. Save money. A lot of times, the scale for even 3 3/4 inch figures, the play sets and the vehicles are scaled much smaller than they would be in real life. Star Wars Vintage X-Wing Fighter, good example. Millennium Falcon, good example. They scale them down because it would be too much to make the bigger vehicle. Now they made the Mattel Batmobile in the correct scale though, and it's a lot bigger than that Batmobile as a result. So I can kind of understand why Todd made this Batmobile smaller. Yes, the The 66 Batman figures that Todd made will squeeze into that Batmobile. Batman's head goes up above the windshield like it's not supposed to. All that kind of good stuff. But, you know, hey, it's what it is. And, of course, you can still get those old Mattel Batmobiles, but they're kind of pricey, I would imagine, nowadays. And, so there you go. Now, we'll put the Batmobile to the side and we'll concentrate on what we got here. These Batmobile there, we got T-Law, and we've got Hulkster. So, I think I'm going to go with Hulkster first. Get him out of the pack. I've been wanting this Hulk here because the other guy, he's a bad guy. So this Hulk here, if I wanted to do just regular Hulk Hogan, I can do this guy here. So that's what I got. And he's got the yellow boots. I know, figuratively speaking, got the variant with the red boots or the blue boots. I can't remember. That's hard to find. And so. On the back here is the cross cell that shows you the other figures in the line. We got Captain Lou Albano, Vader, Roddy Piper, and of course Hulk Hogan. And it says Hulk rules. What you gonna do when Hulkmania runs wild on you? Say your prayers, eat your vitamins. So that's that Hulk. To say your prayers and eat your vitamins, Hulk Hogan. Series 7 it says. And of course I'm not going to save this pack, so I'm going to put it over here on the garbage pile. And let's see what we got in the old pack here. So first we got to get Hulk out, and he's held in with stringy dingies, so I got to bust the stringy dingies loose. Windows security telling me that I need to look at my Defender summary. So what? I don't really want to look at that right now. Alright, stringy dingies. Alrighty, stringy dingies on the foots. Alright, got them on loose. So, what does he got? He's got his red track suit on. He's got his weightlifting belt on. And he's got a cross necklace on. So, and he's got a headband here. I don't know if that's, yeah, it's removable. So if you don't want him to have the headband on, you can take the headband off. And there's 2 slots that it goes in to go onto his head there. And he has a really, really nice, happy look on his face here. So, yeah. What you gonna do when Hulkmania runs wild on you? Eat your vitamins and say your prayers. Back here, we have a little pack of extras. And I'm going to get that out. And instead of being in a little plastic pack, these are in a little paper bag. But it still has this horrid plastic tape that is hard to get loose. I got that loose. So what's in the little bag here? Well, there's another piece of tape. So there's 2 pieces of tape on this damn bag. They don't want me to get in the bag. Well, I'm getting in the bag anyway. So I have to tear it open. Okay, we have an open hand. What else we got in here? We got another open hand. We got a fist. And another closed fist. So we got 2 closed fists and 2 open hands. And he's got 2 gripping hands on him right now. So that's Hulk Hogan. And of course, let's get over here and play with him a little bit. See what he's got on. He take his weight belt off. And his tracksuit is on with Velcro here. So you can take the Velcro loose, and there's his body, and he's got his yellow trunks on underneath that. So I'm not going to remove that right now. I want to leave that on him. So Velcro all that back together. Put his weight belt back on. There we go. Let's see if we can get his arms out there. Necklace down. There we go. Alright, now put him in a pose here. Stand him up. His hands over here out of the way. Alright, so he's off screen. Let's see. I looked at them on eBay, $100. Is that for the that Mattel Batmobile for 66 line? Yeah, pretty expensive. I almost got Piper, but Hulk is who I wanted most. Yeah. I'm kind of wanting to get that Piper eventually myself. We'll see. That'll probably be an impulse buy if I see him in the store. Alright, so let's take a look at T-Law here. Batmobile out of the way for right now. And Hogan off screen over here. Alright. Heroic Warrior Goddess, cartoon T-Law, 80s He-Man, and the Masters of the Universe logo on the package. You can see Castle Grayskull back there in the background. And at the top there, we got Pawns of the Game Masters, where this one was from. We can see He-Man back there. We can see T-Law with her sword and shield. And she's fighting the training robot, which is included in here. And it says twist into powerful battle positions. And we have the cross cell here with cartoon Trapjaw, T-Law, cartoon Stratos, and cartoon Merman. Which I have no desire for any of those figures. Although a lot of people are partial to that Trapjaw. I could see why. But I don't need any of that. Merman and Stratos are coming soon. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't going to get involved in this cartoon line at all. The only reason I got this figure was because it looked pretty sharp. It's probably one of the best looking T-Law figures that I've ever seen. It looks pretty much nothing like the original T-Law at all, in my opinion. It looks like the cartoon T-Law, like it's supposed to. But it's such a beautiful figure. It is a beautiful figure. Alright, so it includes a mini comic and the diagram that we usually see in there. So here's the diagram. It always shows us what we can swap and move around. Her head's removable, her arms are removable. You can pop her apart at the waist and you can take her boots off. Cobweb Collector. That T-Law is amazing. Yes. They finally got it perfect after so many attempts. I'm convinced now, Cobb. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty good figure. I mean, it's not the vintage looking figure. So I mean, that's not what it's for either. And of course, here's a comic I'm going to have to read that later and see what the storyline is in here. But yeah, there we go. And look, there's her horse. Pretty cool. Alright, so let's bring her out. Free her from her plastic prison here. And no, I'm not going to save this card. I've pretty much decided I'm through trying to save card backs and stuff. That's just crazy stuff. Especially considering how crowded it's gotten in here lately. So here's her sword. Here's her shield. Here's her training robot. And she is attached by stringy dingies. Get her loose. Alright, there we go. Say goodbye to the package. Alright. Alright, let's take a look at her here. There's her face. That is so beautiful. Absolutely. She's got full range of motion here. This part here, as Cobb has showed us, is removable. I'm not going to remove it. There's no need in that. There's her booty. Mr. Home Arcade said she's got a real booty on her. Doesn't look like she's got that diaper going on back there in the back. That's cool. She's got heels on her boots. Not heels like she had in the show, but her boots are a new sculpt. They're not the old sculpt. Her bracelets look kind of plain. Everything kind of plain here, but she looks alright. And she doesn't have any kind of decorations on her waist at all, which is okay. And we will put her right here. See if she stands on her own. Yes, she will stand on her own. It's pretty cool. Grindhead Jim says Booty Cam. Booty Cam, yeah. What you doing up this late, Grindhead? I'm gonna slide in your DMs real quick. I need to ask you a question. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to get her out of the package. Let's pose her up here. I'm going to put the shield in her hand and put her sword in her hand. And we'll see how she looks with Pimp Daddy Destro over there. So I'm going to put her sword in her hand. Her sword's kind of big, but it the handle is anyway, but it fits in there. No worries, Jim. Anyway, there she goes. Alright, let's see if she'll stand up. Make her stand. There we go. Make her stand up. There she goes, guys. Alright, cool. Now, let's take a look at this training robot. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I have no real desire or use for this, but it might come in handy for something. Alright, so both arms do move. I thought at first they were on ball joints, but they're not. So they just go up and down. Alright, nice. Don't know how I feel about that shield. I get it. It's a cartoon. It's supposed to look kind of plain. But, yeah, it's cool. Let's see what she looks like with Pimp Daddy Destro here. Bring old Pimp Daddy over here. Looks like she scales okay with him. What you guys think? I agree. They should have had a little stand there for him, right, Jeff? Yeah, a little stand would have helped out quite a bit. Quite a bit. That would have been nice if they had done that, but they did not. And I was watching stuff popping out today and all week long, and I was kind of overwhelmed by some of the stuff that's coming out. I mean, I've sat here and bought all these Hasbro figures, and then come to find out Super 7 is going to do them as well. Okay, so they're doing a Sheila figure. Now these figures are going to be a 7-inch scale, whereas these figures that Hasbro did were 6-inch figures. So they're going to be a little bigger. And they're doing Hank and Sheila first. And then they're going to do that Skeleton Warrior. I can't remember what his name was from that episode. I do remember the episode, though. And they're going to do the Shadow Demon. Mike, I need to stop buying toys is what I need to do, because I'm really overspending here at the beginning of this year. But I kind of want that Skeleton Warrior, and I kind of want that Shadow Demon. I'm not particularly interested in rebuying Sheila and Hank all over again. I'm not doing that. I've already got Elkhorn the Dwarf on pre-order from NECA. But and I kind of want to save my money for those NECA figures as they come out. I don't know if I'm going to be buying too much more Origin stuff. I want to get a Rio Blast if they ever make one, but I probably won't be able to, because it'll be a Mattel Creations exclusive that will sell out in 5 minutes, and I won't be able to get him. Lauren, hey, what's going on? Good to see you too. Glad you decided to hop in and say hey. Happens all the time with these toy lines. Yeah. Would I have waited had I known Super 7 was coming out with them? Probably not, because I'm not particularly happy with the price point on those. I mean, you're looking at like $55 for one figure. I mean, I'm already pissed off at $25. Now, of course, we were talking about that earlier tonight on another show. Where's this all going to end? Well, it's not going to get any better. What we're seeing is the economy price adjustments. We're seeing quite a bit of inflation. Hold on just a second. Okay, I was just looking at some activity that's going on online here. I just kind of reading that real quick, but yeah, this is the result of the economy shifting. Okay, hopefully our paychecks will shift as a result, but that takes a lot longer, doesn't it, folks? Yeah, but yeah. A lot of economic issues are happening because of certain things in the economy. Not to get political, I mean, this just is what it is. It has nothing to do with whether you believe one way or the other. I mean, you can see it with empirical evidence that everything's going up. Things are not selling the way they should. Companies are having to restructure. Employees are being laid off and fired. This is happening at Hasbro. I foresee it happening at other companies. A lot of tech companies are laying people off big time and restructuring. They're not making any money. The big studios putting out these movies that nobody's going to are not making any money. So they're having to say, wait a minute, let's roll everything back and let's rethink and prices are going up on everything, including action figures. Will it get to the point where I can't buy action figures? It's already gotten to that point. I'm having to really rethink my buying habits when it comes to buying toys. And my buying habits this past year were a little over what they should have been because of so much stuff coming out that I wanted to get my hands on. So I'm thinking I'm going to kind of scale that down now. Grindhead Jim, if you're still in here, I'm kind of curious as to whether you're doing the same thing, because I know that you're going through some economic issues as well, just like all of us are. And what you're planning on doing as a result of that? Are you going to continue, putting all this stuff on pre-order and having it come in at various times, or not? I think I'm going to not. I want to get certain figures from the Superpowers line that Todd McFarlane's doing, but I'm not getting them all. I'm not buying the Batman of or whatever the hell he is. I mean, what do I want that for? That has no place in my collection. It doesn't look right. Am I going to buy Sinestro in his Yellow Lantern outfit? No, but I will buy. I will get the one. It's on its way now. That's in his classic look. Ocean Breeze Salty. Hey guys, she says. Hey OBS. I'm just hanging out, talking and chatting toys here with everybody. Good to see you, OBS. I'm glad you're here. What I need to do is sit down and redo my ending credits. There's a lot of restructuring I need to do with that. Am I in the Twilight Zone? It's Friday. Am I in the Twilight Zone? It's Saturday morning here. Yeah, it just turned Saturday morning just about 9 minutes ago here. No, I'm on Friday night right now. I am doing a show tomorrow night, OBS. Don't you worry. Me and Jones will be on tomorrow night. Just in here hanging out by myself tonight. I wanted to open up some toys. I couldn't sleep because I took a nap this afternoon after work in the chair watching YouTube. But yeah, I've got to rethink my buying habits. I've got to get a hold on my spending here, and it's going to take various forms. I'm going to have to see what I'm sending out. I mean, I'm supporting several people on their Patreon, and I may have to scale back who I'm supporting. Super chats and stuff like that. Sometimes I do them. I might have to stop that. And I need to think about also concentrating on this channel, not necessarily just buying toys. This is not a review channel. This is not a I got it first, let me show you channel. It never has been. This is a discussion channel where I give you my opinions on several different things depending upon what it is, toys, pop culture, whatever. And I really need to get back to doing some of my shows, the little shows where I take the figures and have them interact with one another for you. That's what I need to do. It's 1 a.m. here now. I've been on live streams, reading, trolling on stupid lefty channels too. Sounds like fun. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Said I was just listening to Clavin. He's like the grandpa I never had. Okay. Well, I'm just over here hanging out. I mean, this show runs on you guys' interaction with me for the most part. A lot of times when I'm on streaming, I was telling my thoughts on the economy. It's going to shit, and everything's going to go up in price, including the price of toys. And a lot of my impulse buying has got to be reeled in. I've got to be realistic about what my finances are, what I'm bringing in, and what I'm having to spend. And a lot of what I'm having to spend may have to stop altogether. And the first thing is this buying toys is going to have to get under control. I mean, every time I see something for pre-order, I don't need to jump on it all the time. I need to pick and choose what I'm getting. So yeah, honor you 83. I just finished watching Echo on Disney Plus. Well, tell me all about it. Was it any good? I heard bad things about it personally. I don't know if it's good or not. I don't have Disney Plus. That's one of the things that I got rid of at the latter part of last year. So somewhere around, I guess, September, October, I cut the line on Disney Plus. Did the same thing for HBO Max. Indeed. Everything is horrible, so it's good that there's regular people just talking and joking around. That's all we're going to have. No more movies or TV anymore. Kind of. This is kind of the future of what it's going to be. Not necessarily YouTube. I mean, YouTube is where I am, but it's mainly because of the ease of use. But there are alternatives. But things like this in YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, yeah, that's where it's going to be. Maybe even Twitch, although I don't like Twitch at all. Daniel Carhoonan, good to see you, sir. Glad you decided to hop in and say hey. Yeah, so most of my impulse buying over Christmas I'm going to have to really adjust for. And I have to be careful because as a customizer or wanting to make custom figures, I want to buy custom things like 3D printed stuff that's for sale, or custom heads and custom bodies and stuff like that people are making and selling. I mean, there's a guy that's doing nothing but superpowers over there on Etsy, and a lot of that stuff comes kind of in a kit form where you have to paint it and you have to put magnets in it to hold their arms in and stuff like that. I would love to get in on that. I don't have the money for that. I can't. Everything that they have on there looks great. And then there's guys where you buy that stuff, you send it to them, and they paint it up and fix it all up for you. That take too much money. So you enjoyed Echo. That's good. I'm glad you did. I haven't seen it, so I can't say one way or another. All I've heard is the reviews of it, and I've not really seen any reviews that said it was great. So I really don't know. I may have to watch it without having to pay for it on Disney Plus. There's ways to do that are legal, like find a friend of yours who has Disney Plus and will let you come over and watch it with them. Or you can sail on a ship, if you know what I mean. There's different ways. But yeah, so that's a good question, guys. Do you guys still buy all of the different streaming services such as Netflix, Paramount Plus, or whatever it's called now, Disney Plus, HBO Max, or Max? I guess it's just Max now, whatever. Are you buying like dozens and dozens of these streaming services? Because the purpose of that was to, let's cut the cable and get Netflix, and now we don't have to pay $100 for cable. We're paying $19. But if you pay $19.95 for 5 different services, you defeated that, right? You can't avoid giving the demons money. Their tentacles are everywhere. No. YouTube TV for me. Well, I have access to YouTube TV now, but I'm not a boomer. I'm a Gen Xer, but I was born in 1970, and my mind is a boomer-like. And YouTube TV baffles me. I've had it up on the TV set, and I've watched the stations. Are my local stations on there? Well, some of them, but not all of them. And I can't figure out how to get the menu to come up so that I can channel surf. I mean, I don't know. I had my sat dish shut off. Too much money for only watching a couple shows. I'm about that way about cable. Now, my wife, on the other hand, does watch all that shit. And she watches the Netflix, which is why I haven't gotten rid of Netflix. I'd have gotten rid of Netflix when I did all the rest of that stuff, but she has all this junk that she watches, these police procedurals, and then she likes to go over to the Hallmark channel and watch that syrupy, sappy stuff that's over there that I can't stand. And that's perfectly fine. I mean, she gets to watch what she wants to watch. She lives here too, and she helps with the bills just as much as I do. She's got just as much right to watch that shit as anybody else does. And it's not my place to tell her she can't. I borrow all my family streaming services. Well, enjoy it while you can, my brother. That's all I got to say. I'd rather give here and there to the people I like watching. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm poor, damn it, but I give. Yeah, it's the same here. I mean, it's like I don't have a lot of free money, and I'm buying these toys when I shouldn't, and that kind of crap. But as far as giving, yeah, I mean, perfect example. Mike Fee, he's having a little bit of issues with money because he's sick. Right? He's sick. He's been in the hospital. He just got home. He needs food to eat. He needs to pay his rent. How can you get well if you can't buy your medicine? How can you get well if you can't eat food? How can you get well if you don't have a place to live? So you need those three things in order to get well. So he needed medicine, he needed to buy some groceries, and he needed some rent. And so he put a little GoFundMe up, and he didn't want a lot of money. He just wanted a little bit of money, about $400. So a bunch of us got together and gave him a little bit of money, and I gave him some money. I don't have a lot to give, but I gave him as much as I could. Right now, I don't watch TV anymore. I don't either. There's nothing that I watch on TV on a regular basis, and damn sure don't watch network television at all. And I quit watching the freaking news because that's full of crap. Nothing I'll care about on the news anymore. I watch my sports ball, and that's it. NFL playoffs start tomorrow or today. Haha, watch that. Okay. I like all the cop shows. Blue Bloods, Chicago PD. Are they even on anymore? All the shows went woke. Yeah, they are. I guess my wife watches all that stuff. I don't know if it's on primetime television still or not, but my wife, there's some channel my wife sticks on TV when she's home when I'm at work, and it plays that shit like Blue Bloods. It'll play it all day long, episode after episode after episode. And when I come home from work, it'll still be on. See, I love Blue Bloods. Watched that show for years. I haven't watched it in a couple of years, though. I think it's still on. I don't know. I just have the Netflix and Disney Plus. Okay. Netflix. Yeah. Because I have the Netflix, I guess on the 25th, if I don't have anything better to do at some point or thereafter, I'll watch that new He-Man Revolution show and see if it's going to be any good. I haven't even watched the trailer for that. I was kind of put off by Revelations. I know a lot of people liked it. That's fine. If you liked it, I don't care. I mean, I'm entitled to my opinion. My opinion is I didn't like it. So, Rep Lloyd Bill, on the other hand, he liked it. And that's fine. As a matter of fact, I think that was pretty much his first introduction to the whole mythos, the lore. And then he backtracked from there. So, he liked it. And it's fine. I didn't like it. So, there. Let's see. I watch repeats of my faves. Ancient Aliens. UFO Hunters. All kinds of ancient history. Pravian Mohan. The India temples. They ban him. They love to ban the truth of history. I've enjoyed watching AJ and Hecklefish over there on the Y-Files. That's the same idea there, OBS. If you haven't watched that, you really need to. And it's right here on YouTube. And of course, I don't subscribe to it, but he has a Patreon, and he goes even deeper into it over there. There's a lot of things he can't talk about over here on YouTube, and that's what I don't like about YouTube is the censorship that's here. But yeah. Eldor said, I like the old Blue Heller series police show with old cheeky Greengrass punching all the coppers' biscuits at the cop shop there. Is that a British show or is that a New Zealand only show? I'd like to know. I love the Y-Files. Okay, so you are into that. I figured you would be. Yeah. I don't get to watch him live, but I usually catch his replay. And I don't get to watch the premieres. I don't get to watch the premieres. And sometimes I go over there and watch his live show, but that can be fun, but the chat is not fun. It rolls too fast for me and too many strange folks. I like the old UFO and aliens, indeed, the Y-Files, yeah. Retro Toy Guy Sai, good morning from the Netherlands. How are we all doing? I am doing well. I was hurting a little earlier when I got home from work. My feet were hurting and my back was hurting. I've been doing a different job at work, and it's kind of got my old shoulder and side here hurting from doing some work I'm not used to doing. And I ended up sleeping in the chair, so I took me a couple of naproxen sodium tablets here just a few minutes ago, and it's starting to kick in, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm subbed. I watched all of them except last night, so I got to go watch that one. I watched that one tonight with my wife. It wasn't too bad. Hecklefish on Thursday with AJ2. Y-Files on repeat all through the night. All I ever wanted was to hear the truth. Yeah, I love that song. That song is pretty cool. And have you ever gone over to the guy that made its channel and watched him dancing to that song? That's pretty damn cool. I like that. Indeed, was an old British series, Bill, sir. Blue Healers. Okay. The only thing, there's only a few British shows that I'm aware of besides Doctor Who. You know, like Z-Cars. I'm aware of that. EastEnders, I'm aware of that. You know, but, you know, I'm not aware of a lot of them. I think Dad's Army, Steptoe and Son. But regular shows on there? No, I really don't keep up with British television. See, Gertie is a camel, and camels love to dance. Yeah, I kind of like the way that the little backstory of AJ and Hecklefish, and it's revealed in their ads, their ad reads. It is an insidious way of getting you to actually watch the freaking ad reads. You know, most ad reads on these channels are boring as crap, and it's about crap you could care less about, and you want to skip ahead on it. These ad reads, it's not anything I want to buy, but the interaction, the backstory, the back and forth between Hecklefish and AJ, and the beavers and the camel and all that crap, you know, makes you watch their freaking ad reads. He's a genius. I have that in my playlist. They had the Shadows Light music play to it sometimes on that show. Okay. The Bill was another cop show. Okay. The Last of the Summer Wine I enjoyed also. Okay. The ads are awesome. They're funny. Yeah. I mean, that's how you get people to actually watch the freaking ad reads. And the ad reads are where the money's at, folks. You know, so I'm monetized, right? But not fully monetized yet because I haven't got 1,000 subscribers. I'm about 109. No. 10, 9, 8, so 107. I'm 107 subscribers away. So if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and help me out. I would love it if you would do that. I need all the subscribers that I can get. hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe, hit the little dingy bell there, and make sure that you know when I'm on. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'm when I get to 1,000, I can get my money from the ads that they show anyway. Sorry to hear about your muscle pains, Bill. I feel your pain, brother. I've been suffering from shoulder problems lately. Yeah, well, mine stemmed from an old motorcycle injury in this shoulder here. It's always going to be there. It's got a little arthritis in it, but you know, I still got range of motion in it, and most of the others is because I'm over 50 years old. I'm just going to have that pain. Lizard people. I like the old stuff that you play for us. They weren't that fancy, but they were better than what we have now. Yeah, that's true. Speaking of old stuff, I was actually able to dig up some of my old commercials if anybody's interested in watching them. I'm going to throw up one right now for just for giggles.
And now these messages. Coming from the farthest reaches of the universe to challenge the worst villains on Earth are the most powerful heroes ever in the Battle of the Superpowers Collection. Impossible. The Hall of Justice under attack. Batman behind bars. New from Kenner's Superpowers Collection. Hall of Justice playset. Some assembly required. Vehicles and figures sold separately.
Use the trap door, Batman!
Brainiac's taken over the computer. Joker in the elevator. Evil forces joining for a final assault. Who can restore order?
Superman!
Can Superman save the Hall of Justice? You decide.
Behind its wall of beautiful teeth, Toothopolis is under constant siege by the Cavity Creeps.
We make Hulk teeth.
Cresty, look! Crest team, the Cavity Creeps are coming.
We'll fight them with Crest's fluoride.
Crest!
Yay! Crest! Watch treats, see your dentist, and fight the Cavity Creeps like the Crest team.
Fight cavities with Crest.
This toy comes with something that can really open up a kid's imagination. Its own legend.
He-Man! Skeletor is his enemy.
It's the Masters of the Universe collection. And for my kids, the legend begins here with Castle Grayskull.
It holds the powers of the universe.
He-Man, Skeletor has captured Castle Grayskull. We must stop his evil power. To Grayskull!
Defeat He-Man's forces, but leave him to me.
Here I am, Skeletor.
He-Man! Skeletor is getting away!
But Castle Grayskull is safe with us.
Nothing safe while Skeletor is out there.
And so the legend continues in this Masters of the Universe collection. And in the imagination of my kids. Look for it. It's new from Mattel.
Here are a few words about Levi's jeans and cords.
Levi's.
Go straight. Okay. Go down. Go down. Say what? Go down. Get down. Go down.
I got it! You get it!
Levi's.
Retro Toy Guy Sai says, I used to have a Crest Team board game. Now that I would love to hear more about. Yeah. McFarlane, we need a Hall of Justice. Or a Hall of Doom, maybe. That's kind of what I'd rather have. I've already got a Hall of Justice. Now, he may re-release a Hall of Justice playset of some sort. My only worry about that is I'm afraid that it'll be more like the playsets that were for the Batman 66 series. You know, instead of being a open it up kind of playset like the Hall of Justice playset was in the old Superpowers line. Did you get it? That must be something somebody else was talking about. Did anyone have the corduroys? I did, sadly. The thick ones, too. Yeah, they used to make that sound when you'd walk. I remember corduroys. I had a pair when I was a kid. Not a fan of corduroys. I like blue jeans. I wear those all the time. The thin black ones were okay. The tan thick ones sucked. The tan thick ones, I think I had a pair of those. I wasn't too thrilled with those corduroys. Brick something. What is going on, my friend? We're just sitting here talking about whether McFarlane should release a Hall of Justice for his new Superpowers line, and I was like, not necessarily a Hall of Justice, but how about a Hall of Doom? Now, if they did the Hall of Doom in the same style as the old Superpowers Hall of Justice, that would make my heart happy. Very, very happy. Yes, indeed. What you been up to, Brick? Tell us about it, man. Yeah, because the tan thick ones were cheap. Yeah, they were. Brick, we just got through watching some commercials here, so people are still talking about the commercials I showed on here. It's been a while since we saw some of those old commercials. I need to get on there and collect a few more. I need some more toy commercials is what I need. I love those old toy commercials from back in the day. How about farmer jeans? You guys have overalls? I used to wear overalls when I was little a lot, especially in the summertime, but I've never have been a big overall fan. Although there's some people that I know that's where all they wear are overalls. Exactly, Hall of Doom, but I'd like something closer to the cartoon style. Yeah, the front can look like the cartoon, but I want it to open up like the old did, and like have a middle section in it and two sections out to the side, and maybe have the bring down section be a table for them to sit at with the little podium for Lex Luthor to stand at. And we need to get Lex Luthor and Brainiac in their cartoon form from Super Friends, from McFarlane Toys. I don't want to see repeats of what they've already made. I mean, right now they're repeating Green Lantern. Why? I mean, yeah, I bought it, but why? Yeah, I know there are those out there who didn't get the Superpowers figures who are buying these because they don't want to spend the money to buy the old ones. But if this is supposed to be a extension of that line, we don't really need rehashes of figures that already came out in the original line. That's just my opinion. So, yeah. Same with vehicles and playsets. Yeah, they re-released a Batmobile, but it wasn't the very same Batmobile. And I get it. I mean, to make money, you've got to do Superman, Batman, and Batman stuff. But we're going to get repaints of Batman, repaints of Superman all out the ass in this. And I'm going to be picky and choosy about what I get. As far as Superman goes, I got that first one, but I haven't gotten any more of the Superman that they've released. Batman, I got the original Batman they released. I got the Detective Batman, which is the Batman we always wanted, right? And I got that black Batman because, well, why not? I mean, it's black Batman, right? You're going to get that. Didn't get the gold one, though. Why would I? I have no use for that. And Retro Koi Guy says, I think my parents had to save the tickets on the toothpaste boxes and send off for it. It was a basic game where you roll a die and went around the board. Yeah. I remember those kind of games. Wasn't really much to them, but it's kind of cool that it was the Crest team, right? Like I said, I'd be interested in seeing what that looked like. Brick Something still wears corduroys. Okay. No, there was not. There was no Hall of Doom playset back in the day, and that's why I would love to see them do that. I think in the back of our minds, when we saw that Hall of Justice playset, we thought, oh, maybe they'll do a Hall of Doom, but of course the line didn't last long enough. I would also have liked to have seen some kind of an Apocalypse playset. I would like to see more of the Fourth World characters released, characters that we didn't see before, or characters that look more like they did in the comics. Orion. They make it like the Toon, it's better, yeah. They still make corduroys, or are you thrift shopping? Most of my clothes are from the thrift store. Dollar General sweatpants and leggings for $5 to $10. I got the corduroys new from H&M around 2010 maybe, and I cut them and they're my shirts. Oh, okay. Corduroy shirts. We're talking about corduroy jeans from Levi's back in the day. Last sip of cold coffee. Time to get a hot cup going. You got a late night show, you got to have something to keep you up at night. And no, I can't afford to buy designer coffee. I can't afford to buy coffee brand coffee, so I get the old Folgers from the dollar store. I don't own anything more than $50, including my car and trailer. I wish I could say the same. Shorts, my bad. Oh, you made shorts out of not a shirt, but shorts. Okay, I got you. That makes sense now. I may have to start selling some stuff just to keep up here. Some stuff I don't want to sell. Not these yet. No. But I've got my eye on something over here that I might be willing to sell, and that is Rom the Space Knight in his box, complete and working. The box is in ready shape though, which is going to bring the price down a little bit. The window on the front of it's all yellowed and not attached to the box anymore, but you can't find a complete Rom the Space Knight much anymore. It's not a fun toy to play with, but it is a collectible thing. The H&M pants were $20, which is not bad for a pair of pants nowadays. Good Lord. All right, Jeff, good to see you, man. Glad you stopped by and hung out with us. And we will chat later. All right. That's a K-cup. They're expensive. Depends. Depends on how many you buy at once. My wife and I, we don't want to waste money by making a pot of coffee, and we only drink 1 cup in the morning and the rest of it go to waste, and you come home and you microwave it and it's not the same. Now, 1 cup, 1 perfect cup of coffee from a K-cup. And the more you buy, the cheaper they are. So we buy the biggest pack of K-cups that they sell, and it ends up coming out to like a dollar a cup. So $1 a cup, that's about what coffee is. Coffee's expensive anyway. What you listening to there, OBS, that you're blasting some music? Tell us what you like to listen to. I wish I could play music over here, but my music has to be bland and non-commercial, royalty-free music. Sometimes I have to pay for the luxury of playing that music by subscribing to different services for that. Oh, is Random Diorama doing a craft and chill tonight? We may have to raid him later when I get done. Eldor, is Random Diorama got something going on over there? Let me know. We might go raid him. Yeah, I get that. I hate wasting it, so I reheat it and it sucks. And I say, why did I do that? Because you don't want to see anything go to waste. You're kind of like me. You know, I actually eat the leftovers that are in the refrigerator. Some people wrap them up and put them in the refrigerator and let them spoil and then throw them away. I don't. I eat the leftovers the next day. So, yeah, I eat the same thing the next day that I was eating the day before. But you eat to live. You don't live to eat, right? Oh, all kinds of variety. Dance, country, rock, everything. Okay. Indeed he is, sir. All right. He does. All right. So, yeah, how long have I been on? Since about, what, 11:30? It's 12:42 now. So I've been on about an hour. It's probably about enough, unless you guys want me to stay on. But yeah, this channel subsists upon. We were talking earlier about getting money off of the YouTubes. This channel subsists upon the generous donations from users like you. So I have a subscription service available. You can either, memberships. You can either be a member of the channel for as low as $3 for basic membership. It goes up from there. The same thing over on, I have a Patreon as well. You can become a patron and support me on Patreon if you would like to do that. Let's see if I've got any overlays for that stuff. I think I took them all off. I do have a merch store. You can go over to the spread shop and buy some merchandise from me. I have t-shirts and mugs and hoodies and teddy bears and all that kind of crap if you want to support me that way. But as far as YouTube goes, YouTube gets their pound of flesh. So there's other ways to support me. You can tip me on Streamlabs. I get all that money right into my PayPal account. But as far as YouTube goes, yeah, even when I get fully monetized, when I finally get my 1,000, which I'm only 107 away from, I think we said earlier tonight. That's just pennies. There's nothing really there. We were talking about AJ and Hecklefish. You know, the ad reads are where you make the money. Of course, I don't have enough viewers or subscribers or views on my channel for anybody to really want to have me do any ad reads. Hey, Night Wayne, good to see you, man. Glad you showed up. Hey, man. But Rumble and the others take money too. Yeah. I have a Rumble channel, and I can't fathom how it works. It's way different from YouTube. It's a much steeper learning curve. I haven't figured out how to live stream over there yet. I will, but I haven't figured out how to do that. It's supposed to be bringing my content from YouTube over there, but it is, but it's very slowly doing it. It doesn't catch all of my streams. It doesn't catch all of my content and put it up over there. I can look, and there's a bunch of stuff pending from back in the day on this channel, but I don't know when that stuff's ever actually going to go up. YouTube takes 30%. I think Rumble takes 20%. Yeah, YouTube takes 30%. So if you super chat me, I get 30% of that. YouTube takes 30 cents out of every dollar that you send to me. So what is that? 70. I get 70 cents. 70, 80, 90, 100. Yeah, I get 70 cents out of every dollar. So, and that's same with subscriptions. So if you go at the $3 level, I don't get the whole $3. If you go at the $5 level, I don't get the whole $5. If you decide to go with the $10 or $25 level, I still don't get all that money. YouTube takes some of it. Patreon is the same way, but they don't take nearly as much. It's the same levels over on Patreon as it is as a YouTube member. It's up to you how you want to do it. But and there's the Patreon is right there. It's Weird Fantastic Toys on Patreon.com. So. If you guys want to follow that link and check out the Patreon, there's free content there, and then there's the paid stuff. And the membership levels start from basic, Weird-Ohs, Fantastic Ones, and the Adventure Team. So yeah, you're supposed to be able to mirror. Yeah, that's what the quartering was talking about. You just set it up so that it just takes it on. But as far as mirroring goes, you can dual stream, but you have to use a service to do that, like IO Streams. Streamlabs will do it, and I think Stream Elements do it as well. So I would have to use one of those in order to do that. And yeah, Rumble is terrible on its notices. It doesn't notify you immediately when the channel goes live like YouTube does. Unless you get monetized, then YouTube takes it off. That's absolutely right. Yeah, If you get demonetized, any money that they owe you, they will not send to you. You lose that money. Now I've got about, I don't know, a little bit of money come due to me from YouTube here at the end of this month. It's not much, and it's the least amount that they will give you. So you have to get at least $100 built up before they'll cut you a check or send you the money into your account. That's what they do now. But yeah, so how long did it take me to build that up? Well, the last payout that they gave me, I think, was back in October. So October, November, December, and January. So it took me 2.5 months, and that's channel memberships and super chats. And I have not gotten but 1, maybe 2 super chats all this whole year. From January 1st on. I got a few right before Christmas, and it's been dead ever since. I get giving them a cut, but it's too much. It's greed. Yeah, I agree. But if you want to support me, that's a necessary evil. Yeah. I've found that there's a lot of people who will give you a super chat or become a member of your channel on YouTube before they'll do Patreon or send you a tip over there on the Streamlabs. So, you know, it's what it is. Cobby says, I just got monetized, but I don't even know where to start or what to do. Okay, so you gotten to the point where you can monetize, or did you actually go and apply for it? You have to apply for the YouTube Partnership Program. 1. 2, you have to create an AdSense account with your YouTube. Do not create it on its own. You have to create it in YouTube. You go over to your YouTube studio. You go down to where it the little $sign is. What does it look like? I can't remember. Let me bring studio up here. Just a second here, guys. I'm bringing the studio up. Hey bro, new props, mail call for Toymation. Okay, look like he got a She-Hulk on there. Have to go check out Hebro tomorrow. YouTube Studio. Alright, bringing my dashboard up. And you go down to where it says Earn. It's got that $sign icon beside it. You click on that. And do this on your computer. Don't do it on your phone. It says Earn on YouTube, and it'll show you over on the site. It says Getting Paid, and it's got the setup steps that you've got to go through. Follow the steps, read the instructions, and of course, there are some things that will open up for you over time. That you just follow the steps and then wait your time out and come back and follow them some more. As far as the getting paid goes, until you make enough money to get paid, they don't really care whether you put your information in for that or not. But when it's time for you to get paid, they will start asking you for all the information for the tax purposes. And that's where you got to take a picture of your driver's license and send to them and prove that you're a real person and who you are. And you got to fill out the W-2 or what is it called, the W-4 or whatever it is, the paperwork for them to take the taxes out. So you just got to follow steps, and it's a procedure. You go through it, and it takes time. It takes time, but you can do it. If I can do it, I know you can do it. So yeah, that it is possible. Absolutely. And if you need any help there, Jacob, you let me know, and I will be more than happy to help you. And we were talking about memberships. I am seriously thinking about, at some point, either tomorrow or right before the show tomorrow afternoon, doing a Patreon and members only Google Meet, so everybody can get together and hang out with one another and chat with me and all that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff I do for my patrons. We do that. Sometimes we watch a movie together on a movie night. I haven't done that but once or twice. I've done it twice. And the last couple of times I did it, I used StreamYard to do it. I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to use Google Meet. I think that's a much better platform than Streamlabs for that. It's a much better platform for people getting together and having a little get-together private like that. So Google Meets is the way to go on that. And let's see. I'm going to get YouTube back open again because I think we want to run over there and hang out with Random Diorama. Yeah, there he is. Random Diorama. And share. Copy. And come over here. Random Diorama. Alright, you take care, Retro Toy Guy Cy. Says he's got to go do his weekly grocery shopping. Alright, there we go, and I'm going to pin this up to the top. Alright, now we'll pin this up to the top. There we go. Alright, and we'll go all hang out at Random Diorama. See, the rules and nonsense surrounding getting paid is why I don't really care about getting money from the tube. I'm just in it for the hobby and community. Already applied and everything's gone through. I just mean making badges and stickers or whatever you can do. Yeah, you could use any kind of pictures you want to do those. Yeah, get with me on that or get with Adam. I'm sure we can help you. All right, you take care, man. And I'm gonna stop it right here. Get these ducks fed, and we're all gonna go hang out with Random Diorama. Y'all run in there and say raid, say y'all came from Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. It'd be funny, and say hi to him from me. And I'm gonna go over there myself and hang out for a little while too after the show's over. In the meantime, everybody, I'm going to have a show tomorrow night. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to have Joneser on, and we're just going to do what we do on a Saturday night, have fun. Might fix up some more commercials. I've got some ideas and some things I would like to see, some old commercials I haven't seen in a long time. But in the meantime, everyone have a good journey, and we'll see you next time right here on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures.
Special thanks to the channel supporters. Without your help, these adventures would not be possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please hit like, subscribe, and share the video.